Beirut, Lebanon. It's the FIBA Asia Cup and it's rocking. It's time to watch Lebanon and Korea. Well, it's the opening day of the FIBA Asia Cup, and it's all about this. A game between two traditional Asian, I wouldn't say powerhouses, but certainly teams that are there or thereabouts, always in the running for a spot in the podium. They're certainly challenging in Lebanon this year as the hosts certainly have that aspiration to not just get to the podium, but to win the whole shebang. Today already we've seen New Zealand win against Kazakhstan, Australia beat Japan, Chinese Taipei overcome Hong Kong, much closer than that score indicated perhaps for much of the game. And now it's about Lebanon and Korea. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Mick Bett, and this is the showpiece, Mick. You said it, whenever the host team plays, there's just such a buzz in the arena.
Well, thanks, Jeff, and good evening, everyone. You're in for a hectic night, that's for sure. If you're a neutral, then just sit back and enjoy it. If you're a Lebanon fan, anywhere in the world, then just love this one. There you see the lineup for Group C. New Zealand over Kazakhstan by 21-70 to 49 early in the day. That was game one. This is going to be a tough ask here for the Korean team. Now, Korean basketball, if you haven't seen much of it, relies a lot on the outside jump shot. They penetrate and kick. It'll be interesting to see how they handle the size of Lebanon. They do have a little bit of size, and we'll talk about that more later as we go. But it's more about now the atmosphere here. Jeff, we had a hard time just getting down to courtside from our elevated seats as the crossways of people trying to get to this. There's still people standing around trying to get to seats.
It's 7 minutes or so right away. The president of Lebanon as well has just arrived. And obviously all eyes on him. I'm sure at some point we'll get a picture of him. Michel Aoun. That just tells you the magnitude of the occasion. Lebanon hosting a FIBA Asia Cup, and really the most important person in the country, other than you, Mick, has just arrived. No, in all seriousness, it's very exciting. Very exciting, especially when you know the head of state is here, and look at the Lebanese, and you wonder, what must the Koreans be thinking right now, opening up their FIBA Asia Cup campaign with a game against the hosts? The hosts with the most.
Yeah, warm welcome too for Michel Aoun in terms of how much the fans here, the locals here, just take on board the presence here at the sporting event of a really the highest, most official in the country. A few handshakes down below us, Jeff, going on. We can't see it on screen, but it's just at the bottom of your screen there. The president's going to take his seat eventually.
It's almost as if they're sort of readjusting the time because of the opening ceremony. So it looks like we're probably going to be starting a little bit later than we anticipated. They put a couple more minutes on the clock as the president Aoun gets settled. what's happened today is you see the Lebanese gazing upon this great occasion. It's not often you get to play a tournament in front of your home crowd, really.
Yeah, once in a, you think, Jeff, usually it's once in a career, isn't it? I mean, some of these countries manage to get quite a few, but for a small country like Lebanon to host this event, I mean, you'll be able to go back into the history books to find out the last time they host this event. But pretty special, Jeff, that's for sure.
So it's all happening around us, folks. If you could join us, you would see there's some off-the-court goings-on, and the Koreans are looking around and thinking, what's happening to protocol here? We're supposed to be starting this scene pretty soon. Anyway,
let's start from Korea with number 1, Park Chan-hee.
What's going to happen is now they're going to introduce the crowd. So, welcome, folks. We're in Beirut. It's the FIBA Asia Cup. It's day 1, and it's the final game of the day between Korea and Lebanon. Now, Korea, you might think, Mick, looking back on it, you know, a team that played at the 2014 FIBA Basketball World Cup. So this is a team that can't be taken lightly. I mean, they didn't do well there, but nevertheless, they had to get there.
Yeah, and I saw them play in 13, that saw the qualification for that 14 World Cup, and they were a solid outfit, Jeff. The guards play really hard. I'm not sure they have the bigs with them this time to really, that were on song that tournament. I mean, that was a team that was really firing and all, and fulfilling their potential. So they'll need their A game tonight to compete with this Lebanon team. But they shoot well, and they rebound well, and they play hard. That is the most important thing in basketball, the ability to play hard and be resilient in all circumstances.
In Lebanon, we'll know how they play. They'll know their style. They'll know they want to go in and out. They'll get a lot of stuff on the perimeter.
Yeah, there'll be no secrets, that's for sure.
So the big question is always with the host nation, is it a burden to play at home under the weight of expectation? Or is this sixth man, is this incredible crowd going to give them a lift that takes them to new heights like we often see? Remembering how it was in Turkey, for example, back in 2010, how they just elevated their game to new heights at the World Cup.
We said it in India last week with the women's tournament. Third and fourth quarter belongs to the home team. You've got to have a decent lead going into that last 5 minutes if you want to turn over the home side. I think, Jeff, we did Lithuania versus Germany once in Kaunas, and what a night that was. And I think Germany triumphed, I'm not sure. But there was elements of that game that were just phenomenal. In fact, we did France-Lithuania as well. I think France did win. But it takes a lot to win in the Lions' Den if you want.
There's the legend, the living legend. So Norvel Pell is the naturalized Lebanese who is playing for Lebanon. You might have noticed him walking out, and he's standing beside Fadi El Khatib. So we're going to have the national anthems for both teams. And a pause in the commentary. So the crowd is going nuts, to put it quite frankly. And the players meet at midcourt. And huge moment. Going to look at the referees here in just a second. They're lined up at midcourt.
The referees for the game are Pascal from Philippines, and Baluch from Oman, and Charlotte
There they
from
are.
India.
Oh, what a plum assignment they've got. Ferdinand Pascual from the Philippines, Oman's Ahmed Al-Baluchi, and Harja Jalajri from Indonesia.
Yeah, big night for them, I think, and what an occasion. Yeah, it can't be many times as a referee you're going to get into some sort of atmosphere like this. But Jeff, with the World Cup qualifying, every game is going to be an atmosphere like this. So pretty special as the crowd get themselves warmed up and ready for action themselves. Big night in town, Jeff.
Yeah. If you want to go for a drive, as you said earlier, now's the time, because everybody's inside watching this game, or they're here at the arena. For Korea, give us your thoughts, Vic.
Yeah, a lot of unknown names there, Jeff. I don't remember too many names from 2013, but I'm sure there's a few there that I need to brush up on. All I know is that any Korean team is going to be able to shoot, play ball, and play hard. As we get their starters come up in a minute. For Korea, so Lee, Kim, Lim, Kim, and Sukhyun Oh will play center. They're going to play a double post. We'll see if that develops into a double post offense or not. Very perimeter oriented, a lot of Korean teams, and they will hit big time jump shots, a lot of pick and rolls, a lot of handoffs. As for this Lebanon team, well, all eyes for me, Jeff, on Norval Pell, who will play the naturalized player, 14 there, 2 meters 11, 24 years of age. Never played a minute of college basketball, Jeff. Has been pro since he left high school. Of course, down the bottom there, 15, Fadi Al-Khatib, 38 years of age. The true veteran of Lebanese basketball. Many, many Asian championships. I'm sure they'll start Pell, Khatib.
Well, Pell's a rim protector. Averaged about 2.7 blocks per game in Italy's top flight last year with Varese.
You see him in the warm-up, Jeff.
He's tall.
He's the best most athletic player in this tournament. Forget the other bigs.
And they're going to start with Arakji, Haidar, Pell, El Khatib, Abdel Noor. So Arakji is a terrific little point guard. You're going to enjoy watching him play. Haidar as well at power forward. And El Khatib is kind of in many respects, the conductor of the orchestra. You know, he's been around. How long has he been around? Well, turn it all the way back to when Lebanon played a long time ago. Back in 2002 at the FIBA Basketball World Cup in Indianapolis. He was in that team.
Arakji?
No,
Khatib.
El Khatib, yeah. Led them in scoring at 17.6 points per game. So he's revered in this country. And obviously, this is an interesting position. You know, this is what you live for if you're Korea and Coach Jai Hoor. You want to go out and play the best. You want to play in this type of environment. You want to go out and beat the favorites. Of course, you might have a hard time getting back to your hotel. It might give you a detour. Well, folks, welcome to Beirut, Lebanon. It's the FIBA Asia Cup, and immediately Korea win the tip and launch a three, but Lee was off target. And Arakji gets it now inside, and Haidar. So he doesn't mess around. He gets his first two. Nice confident shot. And a lot of intensity is the coach of Lebanon, the Lithuanian, and he wants to play that up-tempo game. There's no doubt about it. And the only question is, does he have the bodies, the horses, to go out and play that style of game?
Well, Pell just picks up his first foul. Just got caught out with a little head fake, and he's going to see a lot of those tonight against his Korean bigs. They'll play perimeter to inside.
Lim launches from 3, and Korea take the lead.
And there's the handoff, an open 3. You'll see a lot of that tonight from this Korean team too.
So Im rising to the occasion. El Khatib misses with his first attempt.
Always expect the home side to get off to a nervy start, Jeff, in front of this huge atmosphere.
And got a little clever. He's going to be Pell, and he's going to lay it up and in. He says, I like playing in Lebanon.
You know, I question whether Norval Pell's played in such an atmosphere before.
And another quick turnover, and it's turned straight into another basket. And a mistake after mistake, compounded with Abdel-Nour's second consecutive layup. So Korea showing signs of cracking here early. Now from the left corner. And Haidar with the rebound.
Just took a little shot to the face there, Haidar.
Look at this now. Turnabout's fair play. Ali. And hustles down. But Arachi reached in and knocked it out of bounds.
Surprised Lee there gave it up, Jeff. You know, you got an open layup, challenge the defense, go right at it.
Entry pass in. He hits another one.
Yeah,
Only this was inside the arc.
Took full advantage of a switching defense there. El Khatib gets swiped across the wrist. He has a quick look at his number 9 for Korea, Kim, who did it to him. Look of disdain, I think, Jeff.
A look of retaliation is on the way, perhaps.
Here you go. Look, there's the swipe. Let's have a look. Where's the look? There it is.
So El Khatib hacked. Haidar hit that first basket, and then it's been a couple of breakaways after steals or turnovers. And El Khatib soft touch, but it doesn't fall. He just wants to get on the board, get it going.
Coach Hur over there, Jay Hur is the Korean coach. He seems the referee traveled, not sure where. Nice touch there from El Khatib, just enough to get it over the defender.
Rakti right at the free throw line. And the Jam City from Korea. Reverse style.
I'll tell you what, it was 15 Kim Jo-kyu. He just was out on the break. He got fortunate the ball was right by the net. I'm not sure it's designed that way.
Now turning inside, Rakti brings it back out. And almost another pick. And Korea with the rebound. And a bit of nerves here in the arena.
Yeah, absolutely.
People thinking, gosh, these Koreans can play. This isn't going according to the script. Another three-pointer, and Im forces the timeout by Lebanon. He has come out like a house on fire.
Yeah, I thought the score was right. The score is so slow going up here. 10 points to 6. Korea lead. Lebanon called a timeout here. Yim Dong-seop has 8 of the 10. And you love Butautis, don't you, Jeff? In terms of what he gives to the team, in terms of enthusiasm, energy, and intensity. I think for Korea, the problems may come when they go down the bench and look for subs. It'll be an interesting to see how they deal with the pressure that's in this arena right now. There's the layup there, the dunk from.
If anybody looks more comfortable, as you look at the dunk there, I thought it was more of a reverse, but it wasn't. It looks like the Koreans are more comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. I got no problem with that. I mean, how many games have you seen with the away team in this sort of atmosphere, just inches ahead earlier on? Yeah. It's what happens next. You know, how do you cope when the players come off the bench, third, fourth quarter?
So El Khatib pulls up and finally gets it to fall, the jump shot. So that'll help him settle down. And now the good defense out of the perimeter, and Korea taking exception. Lee thinking there was a foul that wasn't called.
Well, Abdel Noor definitely got away with a reach. You just see what pressure the referees get under tonight, and maybe the nights to come too. It's going to be a cauldron in here for them.
Oh, El Khatib goes baseline. They swing it over to Arakchi, and then Pell catches it and misses. They're there for the follow, and another chance. Timing was just off on the alley-oop pass to Pell, and you could see where he's going to be a danger man. Beautiful drive and basket from Arakchi.
Yeah, nice play from Arakchi, and you know what? Pell was following up for the rebound. Pell's 24 years of age, Jeff. He is young. I'm telling you what, this atmosphere will affect him at certain points in this tournament, I'm sure.
Him again. He just doesn't miss, does he?
And his fine shooting. 10 of the 12 for Korea belong to Yim Dong-sup. And he's got to play defense on the man himself too.
He's actually 4-4 from the floor.
Oh, he's not even looking. Pell should have.
Oh, nice drive from Haidar. Well, I think there's an adjustment period with Pell for Lebanon.
Yeah, it'll get better as the tournament goes on, no doubt.
Oh. And wide open jump shot, and this time somebody not named Im takes it and misses. Because you know, if that'd been Im, it would have been it. Now Arakchi swings it.
They got nothing low from Pell at all, have they?
And three-pointer is good from Haidar.
It's a good timeout for Korea. Just settle things down a bit. Haidar has found his range. Khatib's found his range. And Lebanon lead by 3.
So it's interesting they're going to have limitations. Korea called the timeout. Lebanon right now, you think they're going to have limitations with Pell offensively in the low post. They're not running anything for him.
No, I'm going to love watching him play because, like Jeff, you call it. He's a rim protector. He blocks shots. He's long. He's athletic. 24 years of age. Came out of high school. Didn't qualify academically to go to the schools that were picking him. St. John's had him on their list. St. John's University in New York. He's from Long Beach, California. He attended like 2 or 3 prep schools. So it's an interesting story. As you said, he played in Italy last year
with
Varese and had a good season. And he's the type of long body that belongs in the NBA because those guys just they don't grow on trees. I'll say it again.
They don't grow on cedars.
They don't grow on cedars.
The cedar is the national tree here in Lebanon.
And he's going to take a break right now, but at 24 years of age, still learning his trade. He looks a pretty good article, that's for sure. I know he had a few good workouts during the summer in the States.
I know he played in the Basketball Champions League this past season.
Jeff, that's El Khatib playing the point guard defense here. Look at it, 38 years of age. Move those feet, fella.
There's hope for all of us if he can do it, and they had a good look.
And that was probably...
Lee missed.
Yeah.
And now inside, El Khatib passes it back out. Arakji, go!
What a pass from El Khatib, wasn't it? In the end, there's no look in the end because he had one person he wanted to get to. Slightly guarded, but no look, got it there, deceived the defense.
Kim is fouled as he backs up. And you can see the reaction from this crowd.
Oh yeah, just
Balji picks up the personal.
A murmur of boos.
Now Kim, and another rebound for Lebanon. They were in a little bit of trouble there, but since that point, they've turned it on. Well, a nice little run here. Shot clock winding down, and they have to put up a desperation heave almost goes in.
Wasn't too far away, was it?
They were trailing 10-6 with 6:20 remaining in the quarter. So they've gone on a 12-2 run, and that ends it right there.
Jeff. Complete breakdown on the weak side. Not sure how Lee ended up with so much space, maybe a double team. Little zone here for Korea, 3-2, 3 at the top, 2 at the back.
And El Khatib launched it.
El Shatouni set to come in the game, 12 for Lebanon, Jeff. So just getting a few bodies in the game this first quarter. It's a good option there from Boutadis.
Give and go to perfection. That's going to be goal interference. Goal.
Ball at the backboard first. Nice play from Korea there. Little give and go.
So Kim gets the points.
Arakji sits down. He's played well. Number 7 for Lebanon. Wael Arakji, 7 points, 5 points to his name so far. 7 for Haidar, leads all scorers for Lebanon. 10 for Yim Dong-sup. Again, there's 3-2 defense here, Jeff. It's big 3 at the front. Did he get the ball to the baseline and middle? You want to beat the 3-2.
Haidar right at the line, and the long rebound. Lebanon able to get it back. Pass, and what a score! What a beautiful move from Lebanon's number 5, Saud.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Change of direction, gets up high as well, some elevation, flicks it up high off the backboard. Watch this move. Goes right down past Lee Jong-hyun. Take a look at the back of Amir Saud's head. He's got something shaved into the back of his head. It's almost like it's the cedar.
It could be the cedar tree.
Yeah, exactly right. That's what I'm thinking it is.
So that takes it back to a 4-point advantage. Open 3 though for Korea, and Im misses this time, so he shows he's human.
Good shot to take though, wide open. Lebanon didn't pick up very well.
And then a reach from behind in the final minute of the opening quarter.
Oh, with the foul there, 41. It's incredible how Khatib managed to thread that ball right down to the low post from way above the 3-point line.
El Khatib again, and he's off target now. And I tell you, Choi's got some good size for a ball handler, doesn't he?
Well, they don't get back, do they? Lebanon do not get back quickly, and Korea taking full advantage of pushing the ball up.
There's Choi, looks to make the pass. Beautiful give and go once again.
Yeah, Choi's trying to convince the referee we're shooting. They may get, no, they're not in the bonus yet. First foul for Fadi Al-Khatib.
He's amazing height, really. I mean, 23 years old, 2 meters, 6'7".
Choi?
Choi.
Yep.
He's sort of out of a Diamantitas mold, isn't he? Similar. And beautiful baseline jump shot from O. Now the interception. But the clock expires. So good finish for Korea. And looks like it's going to be a real battle for Lebanon to try to get a win on opening night. However, they lead it 20-18 after one.
At the end of the first quarter, the score is 20 for Lebanon and 18 for Korea.
준혁이가 탑에서 너무나 우리가 바꾸지 말라니까. 어? 야, 옵션 하는데 아까 너 옵션만 들어갔다가 떡치고 아까 여기가 뭐 옵션이야.
Well, the game's been every bit as good as we anticipated. Certainly has the buzz in the air. Korea's shooting has been terrific. I mean, 2 of 6 from deep, 2 of 5 from deep for Lebanon, but inside the arc, obviously better for the Koreans. And here's Pell on that break. But he might dunk it.
I'm sure he wanted to. I think he just saw the defense come in and decided better of it.
Lebanon, meanwhile, 7 of 14 from inside the arc. So, but overall, 8 of 14 for Korea. They trail. And Arakchi can't catch the pass.
Yeah, the zone's definitely causing a few problems for the Lebanon. Matching 3 offensive players at the top with the 3 defenders. You know, we're going to say it again, Jeff. Sometimes moving that 3-2 down low to the baseline is probably the best option sometimes.
And look at Choi. Lee drives in and gets rejected by Haidar. And in fact, Korea turned it into a bonus with Hio knocking in a 3 and putting him back in front.
Yeah, you could feel that was going to happen, didn't you? After a great defensive play, ends up at Hio, and plenty of time to get his sights in. So he can't quite manage to get it to the baseline.
Arakchi splits the D. Nice pass. And a shot under pressure, contested shot, and now Korea bringing it up quickly. Im has 10 points to lead Korea. And that shot from Choi.
I think he's saying to the referee, there's a foul. Yeah, but you know, he's the point guard, Jeff. You can't just jack up a one-pass shot.
That's exactly what his coach is telling him right now. He's telling him to calm down.
If you're going to run the show, you run the show. You get the shot with 15, 16 seconds gone. Not the shot with 5 seconds gone on the clock.
Batata's looking rather studious over there on the sidelines with those spectacles.
He chose the top of this 3-2 as well. He's a long body in there. Really helps your rebounding at that guard size.
Actually picks up his dribble. So again, an offensive rebound and then a foul. So good job on the boards from Balji.
Just a second foul from O. I think it is 41. Just managed to stop this pass coming back from Balji to the point guard.
Arakji for three. Oh, the bank is open.
Oh, it was no great shot, was it? I mean, in terms of shot clock. But you know what? Little things.
It's not a look of pleasure from the coach Boutatis.
Yeah.
And the foul by Arakji.
Again, you question why the need to foul with O in the post up going away with a fadeaway to the baseline too. Two shots for the big man, the number 41 O.
Points, 2 rebounds. He's even got an assist. Korea wearing the two-tone blue, just like the ladies did at the FIBA Women's Asia Cup in Bengaluru. They got the third place, got to the podium. Excuse me, they got to the semifinals, but they lost to China in the third place game. He makes the second though. But the Koreans have decent size. I mean, they're not a tiny team, are they?
No, no, and they, as I said, they play hard and they shoot the ball. Jeff, they got to get it off the point. Got to get it off the point against the 3-2.
Oh, nice shimmy. So count it!
Great ball movement there from Arakji. Good crossover and penetration. The crowd like that one.
Here's Lee, gives it to his big man Lee, but then Lee throws it over the head of O. And Arakji says, you can leave me open, I'm going to take it. But it rattles out. And then the pressure. But the foul has been called. So the foul called on Tabet. Or Abdel Noor. Yeah, Abdel Noor gets the foul. Nobody in any foul trouble to speak of for either team. And O turns around, misses.
Good defense that time from Sao. Just managed to make a tough shot even tougher. He had his hands up, didn't foul.
And from the right corner. Another rebound from Tabet. Again, Tabet challenging.
Well, they're not shy, are they, from the three-point line? They are not shy at all. I'm not sure Boutatis wants to play that way. Okay, time out and talk about it right now.
Oh, 26-22, Lebanon on top. You get the feeling, don't you, that Korea could come out of here with a win tonight?
No.
If they get the execution, you don't feel that at all?
No, no way. Just trust me, Jeff, on this.
You see Lebanon turning it up a notch here.
Yeah, well, you know, Pell's sat on the bench. You know, you've always got the go-to. You know, he has one foul. You've got the guy that you put in there and just be the complete intimidation. We haven't even seen the intimidation factor of block the shots in third and fourth quarter with this crowd. I'd even put your 10-pound on this one.
Switch immediately.
If I were a betting man, oh, there's the president again. He's looking pretty confident.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm right with him.
President of Lebanon. He's got the best seat in the house.
He does indeed, doesn't he? Really?
I mean, he's mid-court.
Yeah.
The only person that might have a better seat is the cameraman at courtside.
Well, no, the guy with the wire with the cameraman's got the best seat.
Choi fakes, hands it off. Oh, right at the top of the key.
Oh, took a look over to Khatib as well. Jogged back on defense and just looked over his shoulder, said, yeah, that one's on you, buddy.
Could be a little bit of trash talking
going
out there.
Maybe.
Now Saud. El Khatib. And his shot rims out.
And Jeff, what's that, second or third one that's rimmed out for the Lebanese? Guarantee second half that won't happen. Start dropping.
Hill clangs it off the rim.
Buildup just egging them forward to get the ball down quickly. Not sure the wiseness of that foul, Jeff. There was no way it was going to be a quick shot for Lebanon. So why foul? Why not just play position? Choi comes out here. Big choice for, there's your foul there from Choi.
Choi is definitely a player that's going to help Korea make that next step. You get that feeling, don't you? 23, his size. He's obviously going to have to hit consistently the jump shot.
He was in the World Championships in Prague under 19s for Korea, but I don't remember seeing him play there. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, late bloomer maybe.
No, he was a star there. I just don't remember seeing him play.
Okay. Balji. And here comes Korea again. And the drive all the way, and the miss.
Yeah, that's a tough one to miss, isn't it? Got to take your opportunities.
Miss from Kim. And look at this. Inside. And they're just going to overpower Korea that time.
Here's a Tibet just following up on Al Khatib's missed layup. They're in a bit of a hurry here, Korea. Yeah, I think that's
the bump from Tabet.
I think it is. I thought El Khatib might have got it, but he's going to the referee and said, give me a call down the other end, big fella. I'm 38 years old. Look at this beard. I'm growing some white hairs on this thing. You can tell how old I am. Come on, man. Give me some respect. He's having to go to the next referee now. Referees say keep it quiet.
Lee Jong-yu goes out, and now well read Lebanon as Korea tried to make that bounce pass.
Good defense from Lebanon on the inbounds.
Oh, look at that. They just beat him to the ball. Arakji now. Saud over to El Khatib. And there you go.
Jeff, that's why you talk to referees. That's
got the call that time.
That's why you get, and you know what? Khatib knew if he took it in, got some contact, he might get a call.
Okay, you tell me if it's a foul. Watch this.
Yeah. It doesn't matter which way you look at it, Jeff. There was contact. Somebody got him. I'm sure the referees got the right guy in terms of the foul. Jeff, with the World Cup qualifying coming up, do you think Fadi Al Khatib will put off the final day of retirement
I think
until the 2-year cycle's done?
Yeah, because he'll get to play in front of crowds like this.
Exactly right.
Why would he not want to play?
What a great way to keep yourself inspired to play. That beard will have a few more gray hairs by the time he's done, though, I'm telling you.
Never know, he might drink from the fountain of youth.
Yeah, like me.
Yep. And the explosion to the lane and the follow from O.
Jeff, Korea are hanging in there right now, and I say hanging in there, they're playing very, very well, but this will, the grip will tighten as this game goes into this, deep into the second half.
Here's El Khatib again, and once again, he gets the respects call.
And all he's doing is barreling his way in there, let the Koreans jump, and then let the referees make a decision.
And Korea, the coach, you can see arguing.
What's this now? All he does is throw his body in there. The Koreans jump, there's contact.
Well, I think Kim Jong-yu had his hands on him.
Oh yeah, it's a foul. There's no doubt about it. You got to hold your ground. You got to just stand still, hold your ground. But he's such a huge frame, El Khatib. You know, you talk about basketball players. What's in a typical good basketball player's body? Khatib's got it.
You want to put pressure on that defense, and that's what he's doing, isn't it?
Yeah, forget the jump shots now. You got to just go at them. Eventually, Korea will figure out you got to hold your ground, but that's when you go back to your jump shots. You know, it's a mind game all the way through this.
Those are typical El Khatib stats, just across the board.
Don't get into a hoo-ha with El Khatib, because you won't win that one with 6,000 fans. I'm telling you, there's a foul coming here, Jeff, somewhere.
Yep, El Khatib guarding him, the man with the hot hand. Oh, they hand it off, and we're all watching the showdown with him and El Khatib. And look at him. You can't see him in the screen right now, but when you get under there, now look at him under the basket. And Im's pushing him away. The game within the game. Haidar, baseline, gets it to go.
Wow. A lot of contact there.
I'll tell you what, he knows how to finish, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. His name's not Fatty, that's why he's got no call. Just referees letting look. 13 and Yim and El Khatib are going right at each other.
They are really going at it. I think we have offsetting fouls.
There you go.
Nope. El Khatib draws the charge in, losing his composure just a little bit.
And the Oscar for the night
goes to El Khatib.
El Khatib, yeah. Wait to see the replay.
Now what's interesting, here you go, watch this. What's interesting, don't forget El Khatib was arguing. Look at that, 3 fouls as well on him. So
great play. Heady play from El Khatib. Gotta love it.
So that is a huge call. He hasn't left the game yet. I wonder if the coach knows it. He does. He's going to check him out.
Yeah.
Here he is. Open. And the long rebound.
He's gone ominously cold, hasn't he? Yim dunks up.
Now banks it in.
There you go, old school man.
Oh, what a good player.
Yeah.
It's back to a 2-point game.
Eerily quiet again, Jeff, hasn't it?
If you're Lebanon right now, you get the ball to El Khatib and let him go straight at him. Here's Haidar. Oh, he just knows how to finish.
Phenomenal.
He really does.
Into the lane, that's where you want to get against that 3-2. Get deep into it in the middle.
Hill from the left and stays out. Oh, look at the fight for the rebound. Great play. And the bounce pass. Oh, and it goes off of Arakji.
Tough one. You know, bounce pass is sometimes the worst one to catch on the fast break, and El Khatib knows about it too. If there'd been one player, it would have been an easy layup, but there's 2 players.
I'll tell you what, though, at the other end, I love what Tabet does for Lebanon. I mean, he's a high-energy guy, just like Pell. He is getting to those rebounds. And loose balls. From the left. I have to say, O's not met a shot that he didn't like. Arakji. And he was so fast. I mean, he was like the blur, wasn't he?
Yeah, nice play from Arakji. And, you know, Korea are getting these open looks. And if you don't knock them down, you're going to be in a tough game come the end of this one. Like he was going to give it off eventually to John Abdul Noor. Tibet comes out, Jeff. It's a good 5 or 6 minutes he's given coach there.
How many minutes do you think El Khatib, the 38-year-old, has played for Lebanon?
I'm guessing 15 of the 19.
Yeah, more than 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's It's incredible. And I wonder if he's going to log that many in the second half.
You know, it's interesting talking about development program, Jeff. We were watching the Lebanese test game yesterday, and a good friend of mine was pointing out one of the Lebanese kids who's under 16 at Real Madrid.
That's right. Yep.
So he's, you know, that's
number 4.
Yeah, that's an element that you see the development of this program coming forward. You have to produce players. You got a 38-year-old in Khatib still doing the numbers.
But
who's pushing for a spot?
50.
Yeah. Well, maybe he could. I don't know.
6-point lead for Lebanon. Heo misses. It's like you said, if they're going to take him and miss him, they're going to be in trouble.
Oh, beautiful.
Khatib, and
Beautiful.
just a turn layup from Haidar, who's got the game high 13 points.
Let me tell you, 3-2 defense. If you got 2 at the back and you got 3 offensive players, you're in trouble. You're mismatched. And Lebanon has slowly figured it out.
Choi back in, number 2. Kim hands it off, and the ball goes back over to Lebanon.
Yeah. All a
They're
bit too,
really falling apart here in the final minutes.
just a bit too intricate for them, wasn't it? The jump shots are missing, therefore the trying to get something inside, and it's all too tight in there.
So kind of some nerves here early for the Lebanese fans. In fact, they trailed for a while. They ended up leading 20-18 at the end of one, but now they've opened up an 8-point lead. They'll have probably the last possession.
Come back. Wait till finish time. 네, 5명 나왔는데 먹을 수 있죠. 무슨 말인지 알지? 여기에서 끝내야 돼. 6점 주고 끝내면 안 돼.
New Zealand won their first game 70-49 today. Australia won against Japan 84-68. And Chinese Taipei beat Hong Kong 77-62. This is the 4th and final game of opening day. And there's a Lebanese wave. Well, we are right on the Mediterranean. El Khatib. And Choi commits the foul.
Jeff, you'll have to talk to me about that one. I do not understand that at all, why you'd want to foul 70 feet from your bucket.
Yeah, I don't think he did want to foul.
With 8 seconds, yeah, but
you got to know how.
We'll play some defense then.
Yeah.
You know, just impossible to comprehend that Choi would want to get that close. Maybe it's just the impetuousness of youth took hold of him.
Well, El Khatib at the line is 2 of 4.
And Choi's come out because of that second foul, Jeff, too. A poor mistake for Choi, really. You know, well, why have you got him in the game if you, I don't know. You know, he's only had 1 foul, so I guess it's no problem, but poor mistake.
You sound disgusted, like you're getting ready to leave.
I got to feel like a coach. I got to think like a coach in this position, Jeff. And if I'm coach of the
just calm down, all
coach
right?
her, I'd
just
be
call
really
timeout.
upset. Yeah.
El Khatib looks like he's been out in the sun. Makes the first. Baoji in the game, number 13. So Korea could have time for another shot if he makes this. And El Khatib will take a seat. Gets the low 5 from Ramunas Butatas, and Lebanon right now have their biggest lead of the game. Again, goes behind his back, 5 seconds, 4. And
well, they got a foul to give. Oh, no.
An unsportsmanlike foul, so he didn't actually go for the ball. Well, it depends. Did he or did he not?
You know, and really, I'm going to say, Jeff, that somebody had to come and help him because you're playing hard defense up the floor. He's been beaten in the one-on-one to half court.
Yeah.
Somebody has to come and help and give up the foul. They got a foul to give. Oh, he's dragged him back.
Yeah, that's a good call. It's an excellent call. You got to tip your hat to the referee for making that call in this situation.
He won't make it in the fourth quarter.
Could have been a potential 5-point swing. Now, well, 5-point trip, but he's only made one. And they're going to bring in Mr. Rim Protector. Are they going to get him in?
I don't know. They should be able to. I don't know what the problem is.
Yes, he is. He's coming in for Bauji.
I don't know what he's going to protect, though, Jeff. It's going to be surely a 3-point shot from here, from the halfway line, possibly.
And almost. But it stays out. And Lebanon leave their fans in a good mood here at the end of the second quarter. They go to halftime on top by 9 points. 40-31.
Over with the score of 40 for Lebanon and 31 for Korea.
Yeah, Jeff, entertaining first half in terms of the first game of the tournament for both teams. Korea, bright start. Look, the second quarter, they really struggled to find any consistency in anything they did. Couldn't shoot very well, had nothing inside going. See the president just leaving his seat for some refreshments at halftime here. Going to bring him down on the court side. Jeff's probably.
Think we might have a speech.
Interesting. He's going to get a photo call, isn't he?
Is he going to go to the locker room of Lebanon?
That would be great, wouldn't it? That would be inspirational.
Maybe he says, I've seen enough, but I want to go see the guys before I go.
Mr. Butautis, can I say have a word, please?
I hope Mr. Butautis knows who he is. I'm sure he does. So, Korea started shooting like a house on fire and pulled off a little bit.
Well, they had 3 of 13 from 3. I mean, I think they hit 3 in the first 3 or 4 minutes, Jeff. Especially Mr. Yim Dong-sup.
They definitely started strong, Korea, but they've faded some here in the second quarter.
Turnover's great for both teams. Really, you think about that. Lebanon made a few errors first quarter. They were struggling to come to terms with the occasion, but they've settled down nicely.
I think everybody was struggling to come to terms with the occasion. We started a little bit late, but we're halfway home, and it's Lebanon on top, 40-31. Come back for the second half. Well, Korea certainly came out firing today, but right now they trail 40-31 at halftime, and you wonder maybe if their opportunity to get the big win here in Beirut on opening night may have gotten away from it. Vic, as we look back at that first 20 minutes, Ian came out and was throwing in everything that he put up, and there were a little bit of nerves for Lebanon, but they seemed clearly to get the grips with the match midway through the second quarter, and have given themselves a 9-point lead.
Yeah, and Jeff, I mean, we've seen hundreds of games, and half of me says the away team comes in bolstered, they know they're going to be in for a fight, so they come ready to play. The home side with a few nerves, playing in front of family and friends, that affects them more than the away team. And quite often you see the away team put on a good performance the first 5-10 minutes, and that's exactly what happened. But the second quarter was an absolute nightmare for the Korean team. Open jump shot after open jump shot missed. It's a 10-point lead for Lebanon. I expect the third quarter to see Korea come out and probably get back into it slightly, leaving us with a nice climactic fourth quarter, which I'm just presuming the Lebanese team behind, with aided by this huge crowd, will get the win for them. But if I could see into the future, be a rich man, I guess.
Well, that's just if in fact you can, just remember me.
Leading scorers in the game. Look at Yim Dong-sub, 13. That's 10 points. He must have. He had 10 of those at the first 12 for first 16 for career, I think. So he's not scored since he went on that little tear in the first 3 minutes, which will be disappointing for him and coach Jae Hur. So big 5 minutes here for career. They want to get back into it. They've got to do it early. Can't afford to stand around and let Lebanon just chip away at their defense. Be interesting to see whether they come out man to man or this 3-2 they adopted second half, second quarter.
Well, it has been really good. We understand, well, we don't understand, we think that the president of Lebanon is going to see the players at halftime before checking out and going home to rest. And anyway, second half action underway here from Beirut. It's Lebanon and Korea. And Korea come right out firing up the three-pointer and missing.
Tough shot to take, I think. There's a lot of pressure on it. The catch and shoot from Yim was a high degree of difficulty.
He is not afraid to put it up, that's for sure.
No, he hasn't seen a shot he hasn't liked, that's for sure.
Bauji.
Could be a travel from Bauji.
And Haidar misses, but look at the hustle. Oh, this could be an opportunity, no. Kim didn't pick it up. Bauji hands it off to the bearded El Khatib. And he makes the bounce pass to Bauji. And O finally gets it and almost has it stolen by El Khatib. And it is a remarkable situation, isn't it, with El Khatib, 38 years of age, having this much influence on a basketball game.
Yeah, and half of it is, I think your sustainability as a player is not the physical side sometimes, it's your mental side, how well you read the game. You know, the physical side's always a factor.
Drive, and Kim gets swatted by Bauji. Arakji bounce pass.
Fumbled in the end by Abdul Noor. I'm not sure all he had to do was go up and score it.
Arakji got a little crossover in him, doesn't he? And now the drive and the miss. Foul.
And Khatib just having a little bark at Arakji being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Look at that block shot down the other end. Interesting, Pell didn't start the second half, Jeff. Maybe just saving him for later in the tournament, don't know.
Yeah, maybe, or maybe he just likes this lineup right now. I think that's more to it. More to do with it, rather.
I don't know. You can't lose the effectiveness of Pell in any game, really, can you? You can't lose sight of it.
And El Khatib gets in and gets swatted. Now he's barking at the referee. What a bounce pass, but at the feet of Lee, who couldn't pick it up. And unsportsmanlike foul has been called.
Jeff, that wouldn't have been called if
the first one hadn't been called.
No, Arakji went up to the referee and held his hands up first, you see. I just fancy that wouldn't have got called if Arakji hadn't complained. Watch this now. There's the foul. Nothing unsportsmanlike. Arakji's hands go up, and so does the referee's. I guess in some ways the referee might have thought, there's a play on the ball there.
Was it, though? I mean, it was and it wasn't. I mean, he genuinely wasn't playing the ball. He was trying to stop the break.
See, I got no problem with referees calling this unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
If you're going to stop the break, I've got no problem at all, but let's be consistent. And there's no directive gone out to say it must be called unsportsmanlike, so now the referees have to make a judgment. Is it a play on the ball or not?
I just want to say something. Oh. I don't like Arakji asking for it.
No,
just
absolutely
like
not.
I don't like in other sports a player appealing for a red card or you know.
You're absolutely right. It's not right.
And that was so in my opinion that's a bad karma thing, and he just missed 2 free throws.
That's right. Yeah.
So it comes out in the wash.
Justice was served, huh?
Exactly. Here's El Khatib. And he gets it to Haidar, and gosh, you know, I just tweeted that the guy finishes incredibly, and he missed it. I'll have to retweet a different one. Here he goes inside, oh, and in. Such a good shooter outside, and then he misses inside. Look at Arakchi, it's like a bullet out of a gun. He drives in, and he scores.
He just flicked it up with a nice touch off that backboard, and the rest was history. It's a bit of a funny start to this second half. It's players slipping over, falling over.
3-point attempt, and Korea have not started well.
A lot of pressure on that shot too. They're not finding anything easy right now.
El Khatib sort of lost it, but got it back. Here he is, spins, passes. Haidar gives it to Abdel Noor, and he's fouled. Seems like Lebanon would be up by more than 11.
Yeah, it's really disjointed, isn't it? I think Buildup has to put Pell back in just to add a little bit of difference to this look. They're a bit same old right now, Lebanon. They only lead by 11, so there's a couple of shots and Korea's right back in it. The assistant coach just wandered over to Buildup just to say, let's get Pell in the game.
Well, we shall see. Haidar, look at the spin, look at that, and now he's missed a second time in a row.
Jeff, you see it. You can't keep tweeting stuff. Fake news.
That's it, it's a fake tweet. I didn't mean to send it.
You're putting stuff out there to people to read, and they think it's true, and the reality, we're all human.
But seriously, he was finishing like a demon in that first half. He was incredible. And now a foul.
Abdel Noor's picked up this one on the baseline here. Crowd aren't too impressed. Abdel Noor's not too impressed. Choi wanders over here, the youngster.
I'm really intrigued by Choi. Here he is. Catches the inbounds. Nice spin and nice shot from O.
Yeah, that was a tough move. I'm going to call him O for old school. There's another backboard shot goes up there.
Would he be the player that you would take off this team if you were starting a team? And now the ball, just a simple turnover off the hands of Haidar. What's happened to Haidar? I think, if you're going to bring Pell and take Haidar out just to let him collect himself.
Jeff, that tweet's gone all around the world. Into the locker room, he thinks he's a world beater. I'm telling you. It's gone through his head. The effect of Jeff Taylor.
The effect of Jeffrey N. Taylor.
The real Jeff Taylor.
Well, and here's O again, and O doesn't finish. A little bit of pressure from behind from Balji.
Oh, tough move.
And then he stuck with it.
Tough move. And right now they need a bit of beef inside. I'm going to say let's get it Pell in the game.
I mean, he's not beefy, he's long.
Listen, you're right.
Second chance points, Lebanon 9, Korea 7.
I still don't understand why he wouldn't start the second half. You'll start the way you start the game.
Oh, good hands.
Korea's
number
right
one
in this.
Park. Balji drifts in, and right now the basket's got a lid on it for Lebanon.
They'll take timeout here. Buildup maybe just waste a timeout. Oh, big travel there from Park.
A couple of incidences. Park, you got to dribble the ball, and now almost
good hustle.
Steal by Abdel Noor.
Yeah, nice hustle. It's what you want to see of your coach. He's just turning around now, looking for the next option. Buildup.
Nice handoff by Lee. Gives it back to Park. Here's Lee, lefty. And the follow. Tough pass to Eam. Oh, the bounce pass. Where's he going? He thought Lee was gonna break. Choi.
It's a foul on Lebanon here. Somebody was holding. What if Jeff, if you haven't worked out that Lebanon are getting a bit beasted on the defensive rebounds right now, not sure.
What hell might need to go in. I know you're campaigning for him.
Oh well, I know.
You have to send it out.
Get the memo out there quick.
Send it out the tweet. Tweet it. And
Lebanon's lucky. Korea's had a couple of good looks there.
Absolutely.
You're right about Choi's length. He's got in Arakji here.
But he doesn't have the speed of Arakji. Arakji can blow past him.
Yeah. We're going to find out now.
He's just going to pull up for the jumper, and he's going to hit it. I think Arakji creates mismatch problems for a lot of guards because of his quickness. It doesn't matter how big they are.
Yeah.
He is a phenomenal talent for me. And he's a lefty. The lefties, they always look better. Now. Park. And Choi loses. And up to Abdel Noor, the pass for Arakji. Chalk up the assist for number 7. And the lead goes back up to 11. And Korea call timeout.
Yeah, good call there from Coach Hur. Get that timeout. Get in there, talk to the boys. This one's still not out of the woods, Jeff, though. You know, just Korea need to just calm down. They've had a little look at getting back in the game. They're only 11 down. A couple of big shots. They're going to come right back in it again.
My only problem, Mick, with Korea, I think at some point you have to have that inside attack. That inside attack. I think they maybe missed a little bit of balance.
Oh yeah, no, you're absolutely right, because I tell you a good point. They got the ball into the low post. I think it was Lee, 33, just got the ball down there, and the first option was to dribble away to the handoff for the wing, and I'm thinking, well, no, you've got the ball as close as you want to get it. Go to work. Otherwise,
look at this. El Khatib.
He said, we're not going to run that. You can draw up what you want, coach. We're going to run this one.
I'll tell you, Putaltas is a character, isn't he? I felt really bad for him in 2009 when Lithuania had that tough Eurobasket in Poland.
Yeah. I didn't cover them. I covered the French group. You must have covered that group, did you?
Group. That was the second group that I saw. I covered Warsaw with Great Britain, Spain,
a lot of fun.
Slovenia, Serbia. That was a great one. Yeah. That was a great Eurobasket. But we're at the Asia Cup now. And the Asia Cup, folks, is on the way up in a big way. We haven't even seen the Philippines yet. Imagine what that's going to be like.
Yeah, no, sure.
That's going to be electric. And China. And great defense forces the shot clock expiration.
Jeff, you got to come up with a shot. I don't care. You know, you cannot be shot clock running down and you're pump faking to get some space. You've got to be a bit more drilled than that. They got to dig in here, Korea. They want to get back into this one.
Here's Haidar. See if he gets his golden finish back. Nope. Unbelievable. It's the last time ever. Okay, now Choi.
Lucky to get an offense. It wasn't an offensive foul. There's Haidar threw a big one.
And Heo takes the 3.
Yeah, they couldn't hit anything right now.
You've got O, who has already, on numerous occasions tonight, shown he can go up strong.
Yeah, he's
to some points. Just go down there once or twice.
He's battled, doesn't he?
Just get some balance back in the game. The only thing is, they are getting some open looks from three-point range, and you know that's just too tempting for these Koreans. They're going to take them.
And you know what? If they start dropping, they got to get a shooter in the game. That's for sure. They got Kim 9 in the game now. Maybe he can open up.
Here's Im. And they finally do. They get one to drop, and it's number 9.
Kim. just stepped in the game, and that's what they got to do, is find a shooter. See, Jeff, we've gone past the Pell moment now. You know, Pell's effect now is going to be under pressure. So I don't see him coming in those last 2 minutes before the end of the quarter. Lebanon's got to go with what they got.
And El-Khatib is the man with the plan.
That's his first three-pointer, 1 of 4. I love the way, little set shot, little push shot.
Has it. He's got a
difficult
shot. And what is that? Behind the back pass from O.
All over the place. They're in each other's space. There's no spread out play at all. Oh, Rakchi's wide open. They're going to throw it inside here, I'm sure.
That's a good play by the point guard to hold on. Haidar. Oh. Wow, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. Haidar finishes from the long range variety. No, it was inside the arc.
Foul on Balji here. I'm not sure what he's done. Oh,
a technical foul.
Because he's touched the ball after the ball's gone in the net, Jeff. They were warned.
Yeah, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal.
Well,
they're going to give up one technical free throw.
Yeah, they had the ball anyway. Utautas now going to berate the rest of the bench because it's their fault.
Balji's been working hard, though.
What's this now?
Haidar.
Shot goes in. Now you don't see Balji just tip it away. That's what he did.
But that's okay because Tabet's coming back in. I'm a Tabet fan. See if watching the ball fall through the hoop will get him going. Because if he starts popping a couple of shots like he did in the first quarter, things could change in a hurry.
Look at the score, Jeff. 13. You know,
plenty of time.
Doesn't take much to get back in.
Kim. And Lee just wasn't ready to catch it.
Too quick from Jeff. Lebanon's just too sprightly, too active. Korea want to play at a certain pace, which is unlike Korea, really. There's a 3 going up here. Look at this.
El-Khatib drives in and can't get it to fall. And now Kim and Rakchi reaches in and commits the foul.
So tell me why that's not unsportsmanlike.
Exactly. I think he probably didn't make contact with the ball. Even so. Watch this. I don't know actually. There's not that much difference, and it really is interesting.
Fine line, isn't it?
And I mean, if you're not aware of this, after this game, the referees will go back and look at the game, but they're being evaluated. There's somebody here making points about all the calls, you know, observing. They'll go back and look at it, and they'll tell the referees where they did right, where they did wrong. And a lot of this also will be the basis of who referees the next game.
Yep.
Who moves on in the tournament, and so on and so on.
And look, it was 2 shots anyway, so it's a poor understanding by Rakchi of the game's the circumstance. Yeah.
Korea have a foul to give. Looked like they wanted to give it, and they didn't call it. Anyway, look at that. The scrap from Tabet getting in, and the miss from El-Khatib. And they're going to not call it. They don't want to break up the break, I guess. Kim open, and it works to Lebanon's advantage. Look at El-Khatib drive in like a man, and he puts it up off the glass. And the last shot of the quarter to Fadi El-Khatib.
Jeff, we get a chance to see that again. The right arm of Fadi El-Khatib is the master stroke, because he makes sure that one gets over the top of the defender's arm, gives him a chance to get to the hoop. It's quite a subtle play, and it's probably a foul, but the referees don't see it. And very, very good.
Well, the shooting numbers, Lebanon would be even further in front if they'd made their free throws tonight.
And shooting 39% from inside the arc against Korea's 50% too.
It's dropped.
Yeah. Some good numbers for Korea, but they still find themselves 13 points down.
Hopefully we'll see that play from El-Khatib that you were talking about right at the end of the third quarter.
Here you go. There's the right arm. I know when you saw it, you're a long way away with that camera. The right arm just wraps around the defender's arm, and he just it's like a hook around just to get him a little leverage into the hoop. It's a nice move here from O earlier in the third period. Played well today, the number 41 for Korea. That's 13 points, leads all scorers too. Interesting enough, Jeff, he's not coming out for the start of the fourth quarter though. The big 4-1.
Nope.
He's got 3 fouls. Yeah.
They're going to rest him just a minute. Why not? They're up 13. They don't need to be in a rush. Rakchi. And now Korea with a chance. And maybe this is going to be the opportunity for Korea with El-Khatib out, with Pell out.
Yeah, you fancy we haven't seen the last of Fadi El-Khatib. He's not resting because the game's over. You see Korea sneaking back into this quite easily.
It's online, and it's good. Now it's back to a 10-point game.
Well, the drought is over for Yim Dong-sup, that's for sure. I'm not sure why you'd want to come down and double, Jeff. They haven't made a low post move all night.
You know, Im made that technical free throw.
And you talked about getting his iron, didn't you?
Now that he's hit one, you wonder if he's going to get another one. And now he's got it in his hands and decides to hold it up. However, his teammate goes baseline, and Kim scores with reverse. And it's back to an 8-point lead. And how long will El-Khatib remain on the bench?
I tell you, Kim's come off the bench and just been an inspiration for Korea. Really made his first 3. And that was a move to die for.
El-Khatib's getting off the bench. Here comes Korea again. It's Kim behind the back. And they might just get away with it. And they do, because
big time
Lee
travel, Jeff. Big time travel.
Put it up with the follow. And what a turn of events in Beirut.
Well, you can guarantee this 5 walking to the bench now are going to walk with their shoulders slumped. It's just, you know, Buchau just knows it, Jeff. He knows full well that taking out Khatib, he took a bit of a risk. What's it, minute and 23 seconds has lasted.
Incredible 7-0 run.
I think what this does, Jeff, it sharpens up the focus for later in the tournament for some of these players. You step on the floor, you know what, anything can happen. We can go sideways very, very quickly. Focus, focus, focus. Unfortunately for the Koreans now, they've got to sniff they can come back and win this. And only to be disappointed in a couple of minutes' time when probably this game's going to be out of sight again.
Well, You didn't think that Korea would win this game, but do you think that this little spell right at the start of the fourth quarter has opened the door? Do you think right now that Lebanon are going to come out and just slam it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you look at the 5 on the floor, you've got to be close to your starting 5. I think Abdel Noor didn't start, but I think everybody else is a starter out there. Melpel started, so there's 2 of them.
Well, interestingly, both Lee, Sung-Young, and Oh are out. Kim Jong-young is back in for Korea. El Khatib is back. Haidar, shot clock winding down.
In trouble
and
here.
They are not going to. Well, they are going to have a chance.
Jeff, they're just too slow going about their business there, and in the end, when they try to get focused about scoring, they're running out of time.
Look
2
at
seconds on
Haidar
this
trying
clock.
to get position. They're going to throw it up at the rim. And what an attempt. Boy, if Abdel Noor had scored that, Korea, boy, that would have been bad news. But as it is, he misses, and now they can get even closer. Oh, what a drive from Kim. And now it's a 4-point game. And I'm giving you ample opportunity here, Mick, to say Korea have a chance.
We haven't seen much of Kim either. Look at another
Look at
turnover.
this, another steal, the break, and Kim is going in. Oh, what a block! But the follow is there from Kim.
What a play from Haidar to get back. Nobody trailed it. Nobody hustled back for Lebanon. Well, you got a 2-point game. Who would have thought it? It's a 10-0 run, Jeff, or is it 12-0? I'm not sure.
They were down 13. It's a 12-0 run. And now the turnover. And let me ask you a question. Do you think that Ramunas Butaltas regrets taking El Khatib out of the game?
No, big time, Jeff. Big time. You know, he thinks.
I mean, everything is kind of associated with that moment.
Yeah. Interesting there, Jeff. There's the block from Haidar. No white shirts in the screen at all. That means, and you know what, the 38-year-old's the first one back. That can't happen, Jeff. Interesting. El Khatib slammed the ball down in frustration, and Yim went to the referee and said, that's a technical foul. So a bit of playback there.
Well, all credit to Korea. They've come fighting back. 3-point attempt. Well, that would have sapped. That would have let the air out of the balloon in this place in a big way if that had fallen.
Well, half of me says now that getting Pell in the game's not a bad option. I don't think you give up anything defensively. Gives you options offensively.
Haidar. I think Butaltas has seen something that's not quite right with Pell in this game.
Oh no, you're absolutely right. I think
he's like, something's not working.
Well, I think he's sat him down probably because he wasn't working hard enough. And then he says, well, it's the first game of the tournament. I could teach you a lesson. Now I'm going to leave. Just throw him out there.
Just let him go.
Yep.
El Khatib. Is he going to hit a big shot for Lebanon? Yes, he is!
Yeah, that's where he's so dangerous, getting to the hoop. Look at Korea straight back down the floor. Lebanon have a problem transition defensively, that's for sure.
Boy, don't forget, Korea had a chance to take the lead on their last possession, and they did not. And now Lee turns it over. And all of a sudden, the wind is in the sails of Lebanon.
Super move from Arachi there.
And just like that, the lead has gone back to 6. Sighs of relief are being breathed here in Beirut.
Referee's gone over to the Lebanese bench, says sit down. The first 7 people on that bench are all team managers.
Well, I think it's a good job of refereeing, really.
Great play for Arachi there. Just
terrific.
Look at this. It's the change of direction at the free throw.
Struggling to make the free throws. How in the world does Balji, with 3 shirts around him, come down with that ball? That right there, my friends, I want it more than you do. El Khatib, boy, that is a deep 3. And Kim quickly puts pressure Passes out to Im. They swing it. And Kim loses it as it goes up. And I think if Haidar had it all to do over again, he would just grab the ball.
Yeah, Jeff, you know,
it wasn't a shot.
And there's elements that should have been a foul. You know, Kim caused contact. Maybe the fact he fumbled the ball. Look, there's contact.
Look at Balji again. He is amazing. Now El Khatib floats in. Balji. It's the Balji show. He's doing it. The hustle man. And all of a sudden, El Khatib and Im are getting into it.
I'm not sure what happened there because Yim played good defense. I think Yim will complain that El Khatib's got him with an elbow.
Watch this.
Oh, it's the arm. He's leaning on him. Oh dear, all fun and games.
Well, Im wisely walked away. You know, we talk so much in basketball terms about the stars, about everybody knows El Khatib, everybody knows Arakji, they know Haidar. But then you get players like Balji, who has literally come out and owned the last few possessions on both ends of the floor for Lebanon.
Well, you're going to have to retweet now, aren't you, that Balji's the man of the boards.
Well, he's got some quick hands.
Yeah. Did he get back and block that shot, too, on the fast break? I mean, he's, you know, I think in the absence
that win you titles.
In the absence of Pell, who's obviously going to be a factor later in the tournament, these guys coming in tonight have just had a wonderful night. Haidar, Balji.
Balji has got 2 points, but he's got 9 rebounds. And he's also got a couple of steals and a block shot. That is a player who plays to his skill set. I mean, he knows what he needs to do. Look at that. She hasn't given up hope.
We do have some Korean support here, yeah.
Terrific opening day game here at the FIBA Asia Cup. Have the Koreans missed their chance. Lee from the top. He had Im wide open. Still time for Korea. But with Hustle Man out on the court, Balji, you wonder if anything's going to be possible now for Korea. Because he's beating him to all the loose balls. Here's Arakji. Go!
Wow, he's made some tough shots. From that point guard position, he's just come up with the big plays time and time again. See, Jeff, to me, this is where Korea become too one-dimensional. How many ways can he beat you?
Well, Im says, I can take the 3.
And to be honest with you, that's the only way they can beat you.
And he was fouled from behind by Haidar.
Good call. Should be 2 shots here for...
to be fair, it's not a bad foul from Haidar. Make him earn it.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. I agree with that.
So Arakji is going to take a seat. He doesn't look too happy to be coming out. He's got 2 fouls. And Im does not pick a good time to miss the free throw.
This only measures first minutes of the game?
Yeah, it is. This measures first. Oh, no, I think he came in for 8 seconds.
Oh, he did, yeah, you're right.
I just remember that. And again, Balji battling for the rebound. Korea tip it out of bounds, and it's Lebanon ball. Oh, dangerous pass. Lee, if he'd gone for that, he might have stolen it. So here it is. Measure. And here's the legend, Khatib, El Khatib. Passes back outside, Haidar, and the miss, and gets it over to Kim.
Well, you've doused his fire, Jeff, haven't you? That tweet at halftime.
He did hit the 1-3 though, don't forget.
Oh,
the
yeah.
long jumper. I've changed. I'm on the Balji bandwagon now. And Choi misses from deep.
Well, their numbers from the three-point line must be pretty miserable, I think. 5 of 24 now.
Yeah, if it ain't working.
That's what I'm saying. There aren't too many ways Korea can beat you. That is one way they'll beat you, from the three-point line.
Well, they whip it over to El Khatib. They've missed a few as well.
Not as bad as 6 of 19.
That's acceptable.
And
Well, just under 33%. You'd like to be at least 33.
well, look at the numbers. You got 30 in terms of 2-pointers taken. Korea have taken 30. 3-pointers 24. That's a ratio of almost 1-to-1. A complete imbalance to the teams you'll find mostly around the world, where the ratio is about 3-to-1. You know, you take 3 times as many 2-pointers as 3-pointers. So Korea, one-dimensional in terms of the way they play.
But it's the Korean way, you know. I mean, the
Absolutely.
Korean women play that way as well.
Yep.
Clearly, they have a philosophy. Choi, and it goes Lee, lefty, good.
Played well, Lee, today. 33. Good hustle. Big on the boards. Got a nice juicy body for playing in the paint.
This is his first basket. I thought he'd scored before that.
The youngster here, Jeff Choi, against Khatib. He's going to get beasted
Haidar.
all the way.
Choi was guarding Haidar.
Oh, referee. No way you're going to give this foul to Choi. It's a shocker.
Three fouls on Choi. No joy for Choi. He has to leave the game.
The poet's in town.
Yang is now going to make his second appearance of the game. He played a minute and 44 seconds earlier. Maybe he'll be a late game X factor. Arakji, meanwhile, has come back in. He didn't look happy when he had to leave the game before. He's come back in for measure. Here he is. Woo! Goodness gracious.
Everything he touches is turning to gold right now, isn't it? 20 points for Arakji.
And now the drive and the deny, but the foul.
Jeff, serious problems about defensive transition for Lebanon. They just don't get back quick enough. They don't pick up quick enough. Be interested to see if teams can exploit that in the next week or so. You figure the Australians will definitely take advantage of that.
Well, New Zealand play Lebanon next, and that'll be obviously in a couple of days. So,
and I think New Zealand are better than Korea. So,
do you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So the interest, I think potentially they're better. I'm not sure they are.
See, New Zealand, I think, can beat you in a couple of different ways. Korea can't do it. There's no pick and roll play. There's no low post play.
Arakji says, I'm gonna go! Oh, if he had dunked that, the house would have come down, but the crowd appreciates.
Wow, got some ups too.
Appreciates the attitude. Yang picks up the personal. He says, come fly with me. I'm going in. He really did. Look at this. I'm going up for the jam, and you're going to have to stop it. And he did take the contact from the body, but Arakji has to work on these free throws. Oh, missed both. That's an 8-point game. It's not over yet, folks. Don't go away.
No, it's not. A couple of quick shots here. Maybe a three.
Lee, the dunk down low. Oh, the rejection from behind. Oh, no, the foul has been called on Haidar. It's not been his second half, has it?
He's waving his finger, picks the defender up, his man up, and waves his finger. Not in my house.
I've got to admit, even though he's let me down in the second half, he's my kind of guy. I like him. He plays with a lot of energy. Watch this. The thing is, he's coming from behind, so he's already at a disadvantage, but that looked pretty good to me.
I'll tell you what, if he pins that on the backboard, I don't think he'll get a foul for that. But because he's swinging his hands and the hand comes down, what do I know?
I want to know where Balji is. Of course, New Zealand have been here watching this game. The next opponents of Lebanon, and they've seen enough, so they are going to exit the house. Is that New Zealand?
No, I don't think it is, Joe.
Oh, right,
I thought it was.
The way you're pointing.
Yeah, but it's...
they must be watching back at the hotel, listening to your words of wisdom.
There's too many beards on that team, Jeff.
All Blacks. And no, the foul before the shot, the referee says.
Great post up from Haidar, a little lob over the top and a good finish, but referees weren't interested in it.
Seven-point game, still, you know, things can happen here. And if you're Lebanon, you don't want to lose your concentration, because we saw what can happen already in the third quarter when Korea went on like about a 45-second spell of craziness and went on a 12-0 run. Look at this. 5 on the shot clock. Abdel Noor, that would have iced it, but guess who gets the rebound? Balji.
Yeah, it's working against his zone. It's just caused a few problems. They'll probably come out and play man-to-man here, Korea. They got to, really.
And Arakchi gets in, and just for good measure.
What a great cut. And what a pass from El Khatib. He must have his fair share of assists tonight. That's only 3. Preston.
Arakchi waving the crowd, saying, make some noise. Well, that might have just done it. 9-point game. Although that being said, stranger things have happened.
Well, you know, Jeff, Korea have got to do something they haven't done all game, which is hit some consistent threes. You know, and I don't see it. They might hit 1 in the next minute, but are they going to hit 3, 2? I don't think so.
Well, consistently hit him in the first quarter, and they haven't hit any since.
That's when you're fresh and everything's going along nice and fine. Yeah. Now you're 38, 39 minutes into this game. There's a few tired bodies, a few tired legs. Things don't work the same when you're tired.
So you think that if this Lebanese team is vulnerable, one area would be getting back on defense?
Yeah, absolutely. They just don't get back. I mean, they jog. You know, and the point in case is when the Korean kid got blocked by Balji on the block, on the backboard, and then the 38-year-old veteran's the first man back in a white shirt.
So this is an area where Lebanon really have to, when they watch the game tapes. But they're good in a lot of areas.
So if you're going to beat them, get the ball down the other end. 2 or 3 seconds. Just push and push and push.
So Lee hands it off to Kim. And oh, he gets the foul from behind the arc. Stops the clock.
The poor players.
That is
Abdel
a
Noor.
bonehead mistake by Lebanon. It's the last thing in the world you want to do.
I'm saying I put my hand up, but I think that Kim would have gone right through those hands. They've just drawn a bit of contact.
See if he can capitalize. If he makes this a 6-point game, this will be a nervous final 56 seconds. And
John's only been in the game 2.5 minutes too, Jeff. Oh, must have had a foot on the line. Tough one.
So, what did they not allow one? I know they have. They're just slow to register it. Yeah, so I thought he had 3. So 66-59. Sorry, folks. Thought he got fouled behind the arc, and they stopped the clock. And Lebanon have had their struggles at the free throw line tonight. They're 6 of 14, and that is an ice cold 42.86%. But El Khatib makes the first.
A few of the faithful making their way out, Jeff. They
think it's a done deal.
I think it's all over.
They want to beat the traffic. Never, ever do that. folks. El Khatib makes it. Many an instance where some crazy things have happened that you've missed. Oh, what a move. Oh my gosh, that's got to be the play of the game. Certainly one of them from Kim behind the back at midcourt. El Khatib tries to throw the touchdown pass, and he does! What a great play by Abdel Noor.
I think he's just happy he's made up for his mistake down the other end and found the shooter. At one point, I didn't think he was going to catch the pass. Look at him, just almost too much.
What a great finish that was. Outstretched hands, was able to get it up off the glass, and then he takes a few shots to the gut. Take it easy on him. Arakci showing no mercy to his teammate. Well, it looks like Korea are going to have to give up the ghost here. They've certainly made things interesting, especially in that third quarter when they shaved a 13-point deficit at halftime to just, I think it was 2 points. And they even had a chance to take the lead, but they missed a three-pointer. These points could be important in the grand scheme of things.
Absolutely so. Buchatis knows he's going to call timeout, Jeff. It's a good call.
Yep.
Well, you know, O's looked over to the coach and say, why are you calling timeout? Well, forget it, O. Number 41 for Korea. Points are important.
Absolutely. That's why you just hustle down to get that basket.
Oh, the Koreans are upset with this timeout. And it's an unwritten rule. Usually, Jeff, you don't call timeouts when the game's over. But
listen, this Buchatis, A, knows basketball.
Yep.
B, he's a Lithuanian. And we know that a Lithuanian in this situation is going to get as many points. And I just remember Kęstutis Kędzura in the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament back in 2012 calling a timeout late against Venezuela when they were up big.
Yep.
Venezuela the Venezuelan bench and coach and Eric Musselman went nuts. But in the end, you need to get that potential goal differential.
Yeah.
So,
you know, and that's what I'm saying. Forget the complaining. You know, get real, son.
So here they are, the inbound at the El Khatib. And Korea fouling.
Jeff, half of me says, well, if you don't want them to call timeout because they want an extra 2 points, then why did you take the layup down the other end with such speed and such ease?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's like you can't have it both ways. And I don't understand this either, why you'd foul here. You know, this is just madness.
3.7 seconds remaining. Obviously for them, they don't care about the points. Yeah, but they miss. This could end up backfiring on Buchatis.
The only thing I can think of is they may think Lebanon are going to go 3-0, therefore a tie will not involve them and Lebanon.
Well, I'm not convinced. And they get it off just in time, and it backfires spectacularly for Lebanon if it goes to points. It's a 6-point difference. It's probably a bit harsh to say spectacularly, but it does backfire, doesn't it?
Exactly right.
The basketball gods, what have they got in store for us? Well, Lebanon, nevertheless, win it 72-66. Korea will walk out of here knowing they threw a scare into this Lebanon team. Certainly in the third quarter. They certainly made them feel uncomfortable early in the game. Lebanon, they've got all the pieces, but the question is, are there weaknesses? Are they going to be vulnerable? And is it going to cost them later on down the line? 72-66, Lebanon win it here on the opening night at the FIBA Asia Cup. So, from a free throw standpoint, Lebanon had a horror show tonight. I I mean, 10 of 19, so that's another area where maybe there should be a little bit of concern. I mean, you don't want to talk them down because they came out and they played well tonight overall, but you can see how perhaps there are areas where they need some improvement.
Yeah, and you know what, Jeff? They've got the opening game over. They've been waiting for this for, what, year and a half, 2 years. Rakji top scored with the points. Bauji, your man there, Jeff. Rebound El Khatib with the assists. And
Haidar, another of my men, 3 blocks.
You got them all, haven't you?
And also the 16. But, you know, I think maybe the biggest challenge for Lebanon is just making sure you play 40 minutes. Well, play intelligent, and you have to be clever about when you bring El Khatib out of the game. That was when Korea kind of made the run.
I'll give you another one. So, okay, Pella didn't play. We'll find out the next game in 2 days' time whether Pella's in the equation or not. My feeling is he won't start with Pella in 2 days' time against New Zealand, so Pella's got to work his way back into the team. But if you're not going to play him, then why'd you pick him? You know, I'm sure he's got a worth with his team, and he's got that little bit that the Lebanese other players don't have, but they're tough inside. First game's over and done with, the nerves are done. Now you can move on, but this team is a team that's going to make the Final Four. Whether it can make the final or not, whether it can overcome that hurdle in that semi-final, when you get that late in the tournament, I don't know, but them and Australia right now, toughest 2 teams I've seen here.
Do you think that Korea can rebound from this and come out and get a win? I mean, they'll have to come out and get a win against Kazakhstan.
That should be easy.
But they can be dangerous for New Zealand as well.
Yeah, I just think, and I go back to what I said, Korea can't beat you in too many ways. They'll beat you one way, and that's by shooting the ball well. That's it. So if you play hard defense on the perimeter, they're not going to really hurt you inside too much, and New Zealand have a presence inside that surprised me a little today with Timmins and a few of the other big boys.
Smith Milner.
And Korea haven't seen the hacker.
So it's going to be interesting to see what Ramunas Butalta says after the game in the press conference. And perhaps Arakji or El Khatib or Haidar or Bauji. Wonder who else is going to join him. But it's been exciting. I mean, the home team plays, the crowd turns up, and it's nonstop electric. And we have got a lot to talk about. The takeaways from today: New Zealand, interesting, very interesting team, great young talent. Probably going to be too early for them this year, but Australia, we know they're solid. You might hang with them for a while, but eventually the dam is going to break.
Yeah, they're big, Jeff. They're enormous.
And I think the other takeaway is that this Lebanon team is going to give us an interesting ride in this tournament. And I think a lot of pressure is on Butaltas to get them to play to their maximum all the time. I mean, I think they came out, played hard tonight, but clearly room for improvement. And the other takeaway is that this Korea team is dangerous. I mean, I see what you mean in terms of you need to have more balance in the game, but I still think they're dangerous. You pretty much know, you would anticipate them moving into that next round.
Yeah, they'll beat Kazakhstan. The New Zealand game will just figure out who's second, who's third in the group. I don't think that's going to be an issue. New Zealand may cause a shot with Lebanon, but the odds are I think they'll get closer than...
they'll be up for it, that's for sure.
Yeah, they'll get closer than Korea, so it might be a single-digit game.
72-66, Lebanon win it. That is it for opening day, folks. We've enjoyed having you. Thanks for watching. And be sure to tune in tomorrow for day 2 at the FIBA Asia Cup.
فادي انت معود على بطولات دوليه وخصوصي لاعب اسيا، يمكن برمت العالم انت عم تلعب بطوله اسيا، شو شعورك انه لعبنا بطوله اسيا بلبنان قدام الجمهور الكبير؟ قد ايه بيعني لك اول ربح ببطوله اسيا بلبنان؟
ليك هو كنا